Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another power review, you guys. This episode was so jam-packed full of shit. Okay, first of all, Tyreek and Ghost are back. Okay, they are on a train from wherever the hell they was, okay, on their way back home. But first, we need to stop and talk to Tommy, because y'all know that Kanan and Ghost stole all of Tommy's money from his safe house, okay, and killed one of the guys that you know counts the money. It was fucked up, okay, tied people up. It was a whole scene, all right. Tommy then got there. What the fuck going on? It was Ghost, all right. You know, you ain't gonna do shit. You know that's your homeboy. You know there's a reason, okay. So as soon as they link up with one another, and he tells him what happened. He's like, you know, if you was any other motherfucker, you'd be dead, right? You know that, right? He was like, I know, Tommy, but this was for Tyreek. Okay, the motherfucker Kanan kidnapped my son, and that crazy bitch Jukebox was gonna try to kill him, but Kanan killed her to protect Tyreek. I mean, what the fuck, man? All this shit going on, I can't, Jesus. I feel bad for Ghost, okay? He gets out of jail, and this is what he gotta deal with. Ain't been home a full, 72 hours yet, and already I done been kidnapped with my son, who seems to be a sociopath, okay? Look, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Tyreek, but his wires aren't crossed correctly, okay? All of this shit has happened, and he lies to Tommy and tells Tommy that Dre didn't know that Kanan was alive, all because later on he wants to talk to Dre himself so he can get the information from Dre about what is really going on between Kanan and his dad and his mom and Tommy. What don't you understand? We sold drugs together, okay? This is a big, rich town, okay? But we come from the hardest part, all right? And they had to scratch and survive good times on these drugs. And Kanan was somebody that didn't want them to progress. He wanted to stay a big fish in a small pond. And everybody else wanted to move up out of Brooklyn, okay? And head to Manhattan to have an apartment in the sky, okay? Like, we was trying to up the ante around here. We had kids and shit to give better futures to, Tyreek. But of course, in Tyreek's mind, I can't trust my parents. You know, the only fucking people that'll do anything to make sure I'm straight, I can't trust them because they not telling us all they sordid fucked up past. Like, really, Tyreek? How old are you, my nigga? His sister even tries to talk sense into him. He's in the room getting loaded and shit, putting scissor and Sprite, putting scissor and all kind of juices and shit. Like, he's just in there getting high and nobody is paying attention. And I'm like, see, Tasha and Ghost, this is partially y'all fault, because y'all not even paying attention to what he's doing. Y'all think he in his room. Y'all ain't noticed the motherfucker's loaded? Y'all ain't noticed that yet? I'm just saying. Tasha's like, where the fuck have you been? And he's like, you a liar. Mine tries to jump up on his mama and goes like, hold up, nigga. Like, calm down. Go to your room, little nigga. And then he come in the bedroom and he yelling at Tasha. And the daughter overhears Tasha telling him that they should have killed Kanan years ago. When the sister goes to talk to Tyreek, okay, she's telling him, hey, dumb motherfucker, if daddy really did this, we need to act as normal as possible because we don't want to fuck shit up and have him sent back to jail, because then all of this is gone. Then we're poor. Don't you understand? He don't get it, okay? Because he think he tough now. He think, you know, ain't no reason to be scared of nothing. You know, he feel like, I can't trust my parents. Now I'm out here getting high all day. I'm like, yeah, why don't you just fucking overdose and die, Tyreek? Why don't you just go ahead and do that for us? Then Simon comes over, makes the shit even worse. Okay, he's there with his team because they have to work on James' image before the interview that he's doing on national television to put on this front like him and his happy family are getting everything back together after his wrongful, you know, all the wrongful charges against him for killing a cop. He would never kill a cop. And, you know, just putting on the show. Tasha did not want to do the interview, and she went and talked to Silver about it. And I'm like, oh, you still talking to Silver, huh, bitch? Okay. And Silver says he doesn't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea either. Why would you put yourself on Front Street like that for anybody to notice you on national television when you know the type of history you have? Like, I know he already been in the papers and shit, but goddamn, son, do low-key mean anything to you? You know what I'm saying now? Does it mean anything to you? You used to be somebody that was a ghost. That's what we call you. And now we can't stop seeing you fucking ass. Television news, you're just doing the fucking most right now, listening to Simon Stern's stupid ass. Silver tells Tasha that at the end of the day, you are his strength. You are gonna make him look legit. So if y'all gonna do this shit, you need to be there with him, okay? They do the interview. Okay, the little black lady comes in asking questions about his affair, how hard that must have been on the family, and how she noticed that Tasha wasn't wearing her ring. And it's like, oh my God, can we just dig this shit any deeper? Like, goddamn, we can't get a break. Nobody can get a break. They ain't had a light moment in Power in like 2 seasons. Tasha says the reason why she didn't have her ring on is because she had to sell it in order to pay for her husband's legal bills, because it's very expensive defending somebody who isn't guilty. Okay, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Either way, she put on a show of a show for you motherfuckers. Ghost felt most appreciative, okay? They're having like this party to bring all of these council members in because Simon Stern wants to see what district he wants to put the new clubs in that him and James are doing all this publicity for. So he has this event at Truth, okay? And right before the event, he comes to Tasha and gives her a new ring, a new wedding ring, a bigger ring. And he says, before you made me the best drug dealer I could be, but after yesterday you made me the best man I can be. And I want to show my appreciation for that. He even kissed her on the mouth. It's all confusing, y'all. We don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you for sure right now that Ghost and Tasha probably are not going to get back together. Even though deep down somewhere inside I want that to happen. And I would like for him to show the same amount of passion and admiration to Tasha as he did to Angela, who never did anything to really deserve it. And all Tasha has done is been there for him. Now, at the end of the day, that's what he needed, because Tasha never really supported his dreams. And she said that during the interview, that it was partially her fault because she didn't believe in his dreams anymore. And that was that was the truth, honestly. Like, that was the truth about what happened in their relationship. She wanted him to stay being a dope boy. He was trying to grow past that. They weren't on the same page anymore. And here comes Angela, somebody that could be a fake representation of the other life that he wanted to have. Tasha told him all of this in the closet, okay, when the daughter heard the conversation about Kanan and shouldn't have been, he should have been killed 10 years ago. We should have killed his ass 10 years ago. Yes, you should have, because then you wouldn't have dealt with none of this shit, okay? You should have killed him, all right? So they have the little party at Truth, like I was saying, okay? And that's when entering Lorenz Tate, you sexy motherfucker, you. Okay, just a smile. Okay, Frankie Lyman, goddammit. Look, so Lorenz Tate is the council member from Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn, I think. He's a council member from Brooklyn, okay? And he is there because he thinks that James should consider putting the clubs in his district. And we like what he's saying because he's a brother, okay? He's a brother, and he did not like the taste that other man that Simon was trying to push in his direction. He was grimy, all about the money, slightly racist, all of this thing. Like, why do I want to go in business with them? Especially since Simon ain't nothing but a fucking silent partner. He doesn't have to listen to anything he says, and he can choose whichever council member's district he wants to. And I think he should choose Lorenz Tate's. Lorenz Tate's. So hard to say like that. The FBI fucks are all trying to pin Greg's murder on each other. Okay? First, it starts off with Sandoval and Sachs coming together talking to Mock, because Mock is the only one that didn't get reprimanded or kicked out of the building or, put on civilian role. He still has his jobs. And of course, he's still trying to go after St. Patrick and Tommy. It's the same shit over and over again. They can't find new cases, I guess. It's Sandoval's idea to go to Mock and say that it is all Donovan's fault. Donovan was the one who got the gun. Donovan was the one that did this. Donovan was the one that did that. Yeah, blame the lone black cop. Thank you. We appreciate that, Power. So Sachs thinks that Mock thinks that it might be him that killed Greg. Meanwhile, Angela is trying to get Donovan to work with her because he seems like the only one that's on the up and up to her, which shows that she got more common sense than the rest of these assholes. I mean, Sachs is just a fucking idiot. We all know that Sandoval is trying to cover his own ass, and Mock is just a dickhead that's trying to clear his name so he can look like the shiny lawyer that he once looked like. And it's like, dude, that's never gonna fucking happen. You're grimy as fuck. All y'all talking about Proctor like he the only one that does dirt. He just does it better than y'all. Okay, like that's really about it, okay? Eventually, Sachs goes over to Angela's and asks for her help because he knows that Mock thinks that it might be him. And he's blaming Donovan, and she opens the door and shows him that Donovan is in the apartment with her looking at the tapes. Now, I don't think they got to that part where they shared this with him, but when they were looking at the security tapes from the day that they went in to confiscate everything in Truth, they see Sandoval walking up the stairs before anybody else. When they went to go turn the security cameras off, and he went upstairs to plant that gun, and they see him. So now they have somebody to look at for this shit. And then when they really think about it and start to break everything apart, especially after they talk to Sachs, I think they're going to be able to come to the conclusion that it was Sandoval that probably killed Greg and that he was covering shit up. Donovan even got the information that Sandoval was in cahoots with Lobos, or, was on that case with Lobos and his dealings. And then also they were talking about Sax talking to Bailey. Y'all know Bailey is the Homeland Security guy that Tommy killed for those tapes that had him killing Ruiz on him, and him and Ghost talking about killing Lobos. So he had all of that evidence. Y'all know that Tommy came in Proctor's apartment and killed him. When Tommy and James talk about this shit and everything that's happening, James is pissed off at Tommy because he's like, why didn't you take the shit from Proctor? What if he kept the tapes? Okay, because he just relied on Proctor to take care of everything because he knows Proctor is scared of him killing him. I mean, we all know Tommy's a fucking psychopath. So Tommy really wasn't too worried about Proctor. I know where you live. I supply your old lady with drugs. I know where your kids live. I could fuck over your life if I wanted to. So I'm more than sure that you're going to try to protect everybody, because if you don't, it implicates you. At the end of the episode, because nobody can find Bailey, Mott goes to Proctor's apartment and is like, look, bruh, you need to talk to me before Tommy and St. Patrick kill you, because I know that you know what happened to Bailey, and I know that they had something to do with his disappearance, or you know what happened with his disappearance because you were the last person to talk to him before he supposedly went missing. Y'all, Mock ain't gonna stop. And if Mock is not gonna stop, they either gonna have to fucking kill him, or by the grace of God, something will divert his attention. But this is not looking good. Okay, because even if they do find out that it was Sandoval that killed Greg, they still got all of these loose ends with shit that St. Patrick and Tommy have done, like killing the Homeland Security guy and St. Patrick killing a guy that works at the jail. Okay, we don't know that, and Teresi is protecting that, you know, that secret as long as he gets in contact with Tommy. And of course, because Ghost has so many things to deal with, including his own son, he don't have time to get you in contact with your long lost one. But he eventually meets up with Tommy and hands him the phone and tells him, look, bruh, please talk to this nigga, because if you don't talk to him, then he's gonna tell everybody about me killing the CO. Okay, and if you don't clean up your shit with Proctor, okay, well, I guess if Ghost didn't go talk to Proctor, then they don't know what the fuck was gonna happen with those tapes and shit, because James don't really trust Proctor now that he's not their lawyer. But it's like, even though he's not y'all lawyer, he's implicated. So calm down, leave Proctor alone. Please, nobody kill Proctor. Please, nobody kill Proctor. Tommy meets with Dre, okay, at the spot that Julio was killed. Okay, and as soon as he gets out the car, he's like, motherfucker, did you know that Kanan was still alive? And don't lie to me. And Dre's like, no, Kanan's still alive? Acting all scared and shit, because he, you know, he tells Tommy that, oh, if he back, I know I'ma have to hide because that nigga, you know, got it out for me or whatever. I'm like, man, Dre, you was a good actor, nigga. Okay, you was an actor playing a good actor, nigga. This shit is hilarious. Okay, lying through his fucking teeth, y'all. Lying through all of them beautiful Nigerian butterscotch teeth. Okay, y'all, I can't deal. I have got to listen to Rotimi's music. He just came out with this new tape. I don't know whether it was a mixtape or an album, but I think it's called Jeep Music or some shit like that. And everybody on Power that I follow was advertising his music on their Instagram and shit like that. And he was on the Breakfast Club, and you know, a whole bunch of Instagram videos with him riding bikes all sexy and shit. It's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, so to see him in this capacity as Dre is so fucking annoying, because I love him as just himself, you know. But either way, so Dre is acting like he does not know what he's talking about. What is Tyreek saying? Well, Tyreek said that you didn't know, but I don't believe you two motherfuckers. But you know what? We ain't got time for that, because the reason why we here is because nobody has heard from Julio. And look, there's his car right there. Okay, they go inside and Tommy sees his body on the ground and sees the tattoo cut out his neck and automatically knows that it was Toros Locos, which is the exact opposite thing of what Dre told them to do. He said to make it look like it could have been anybody. Don't make it look like it was a hit from y'all, dumbass. Because y'all all in y'all feelings because he quit y'all little group. I'm gonna keep calling it a little group because you niggas are way too emotional over this shit. Yeah, because he quit y'all little group, you gonna forget that shit and cut the tattoo off his neck and not Tommy know who did it, right? So Tommy said, get a fucking meeting with them niggas. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. All Dre worrying about is who's gonna be the new distribution guy since Julio is dead, okay? Tommy says, set up the fucking meeting. You the new distro, youngin. Okay, you the new distro, youngin. You happy? All right. So he sets up the meeting with Toros Locos, right? When Tommy gets there, they got some random fucking Toros Locos member on the ground all beat up and shit, and they blaming him. And of course, Tommy is like, motherfucker, what am I, stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all just found some, like, you know, henchman number 3 looking ass nigga to come down here and say it was him, but he shoots him in the head anyway just for good measure. We never know. But he still don't trust them. And they still fucked over the deal they made with Ghost. They think because Ghost is out the game, that makes the agreement to keep Julio safe and get him out of Toros Locos gang, that means it's null and void to them. But that's not what that means to Tommy, because it's still our organization. Whether he's involved or not, I'm still a part of the organization. I'm still working it, and Julio is my distro. So I want some of my motherfucking corners back. I want 6 of y'all corners, and I want the territory I gave y'all for the deal, okay? They like, oh, we gotta link up with the butchers. We gotta link up with the higher ups in order to okay that deal. But dude ain't really trying to okay that deal anyway, all right? But he going to talk to the bosses anyway. Y'all, let's meet the bosses, okay? The bosses is some Latino chick, okay? I didn't catch her name, and her brother, and I think the brother name is Diego. Okay, and they the 2 butchers. Okay, they run the Toros Locos gang. Apparently, they were the ones that put the hit out on Lobos. But remember, he just got stabbed and that hit failed, and that's when he was gonna turn state's evidence on everybody. So then Tommy went in to kill him. Well, no, Tommy and Ghost, really Ghost. So Diego and his sister roll up on an unsuspecting rich couple in their apartment. Okay, dude in there doing a few lines of coke, his wife in the back with the baby, and all of a sudden Diego and his sister and their henchmen run up and through the apartment, grab the wife, bring her to the front, put a whole bag of coke on the table and tell him to sniff the shit or they gonna kill his wife and his kids. So he sniffed the shit until he OD'd. They still shot the wife in the head and took the baby. That's how fucked up we talking about here. And I'm getting through it quickly because when I was watching it, I was cringing the whole fucking time. Nobody ever wants to watch somebody do coke until their nose bleed and their brain explodes. It's not comfortable to watch it all. It's not a cool killing. It's not something I ever want to see somebody do. They dog as fuck, okay? Which is why they're called the butchers, I guess. So when Tommy goes to meet with them, he makes it known that there's another psychopath in this fucking room. So please don't think any of y'all are scaring me, okay? I cut motherfuckers up too, okay? Like real shit. I ain't got time to be watching people do shit like that, but I damn sure will make your death slow and painful, nigga. Okay, so he was giving off that energy when he got there, and they was trying to be all boss and shit in the conversation, but he basically let them know, we made a deal to protect Julio. Toros Locos killed Julio. Now I want the territory I gave y'all, and I want 6 of y'all other little corners, okay, because of the fact that y'all just cost me my distro, and then I'm responsible for killing Lobos, which is the reason why y'all are free to roam back and forth between the U.S. and Mexico. I'm trying to go West Coast and do my thing, so won't y'all hook me up with some of y'all people on the West Coast, give me my corners, give me my territory back, and we will be square. And they like, well, we don't know. But it looked like they gonna agree. Because he said, look, don't keep me waiting too long. Okay? Psycho me, psycho bitch. Please believe me. Silva and Tasha decided to go on a double date with some of his homeboys and girls. Okay, it was a double date with another little black couple when they went to a karaoke bar that Silva and his friends often go to. And she got up there and sang her some Whitney Houston. Girl. All right, 3LW. We missed it. But she was singing that, well, share my love, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. They ended up fucking. Ultimately, Tasha and Silva did an old nasty, good lighting, chocolatey colored sex scene, and I was here for it, okay? I was here for the way she looked on her face like, Jesus, I'm so glad to have some dick that want me and I want it, okay? Tired of being the bitch that you don't want no more. Tired of being the black bitter wife that you didn't left for another fair-skinned, complected looking ass bitch, okay? Tired of being her. Tasha wants to be rubbed up on all nasty and shit. And ever since Kanan killed Sean, she ain't had that, okay? Now, y'all, the fact that Tyreek does not find something wrong with Kanan killing his own son, psychopath, I just wanted to put that in. Psychopath. So Tommy finally talks to Teresi. And Teresa is on the phone with him, struggling to get through what he's trying to say. But Tommy is an impatient old crazy nigga. And he was like, I'm your father, Tommy. He was like, my father? My fucking father's dead. He's like, I met your mother when she was a stripper. I had a thing for redheads. Then all of a sudden it dawns on him. God damn it, this must be my daddy. I got a thing for redheads too. Okay, y'all, it was very fucking creepy realization that Teresa is Tommy's daddy. And that was when the episode went off with this look of like shock on Tommy's face. You mean to tell me I could have had a daddy this whole time? And what Teresa told him that we didn't know is that his mom is the one that didn't want Teresa around. And I'm like, well, I mean, I can understand why she wouldn't want you around her son, but he came out to be a little drug dealing psychopath killer anyway. So yeah, maybe that wasn't the best move. I don't know if he would have been best friends with Ghost if his daddy was Teresa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way, you guys, this episode of Power was jam-packed with fuck shit and very entertaining. Even though at the end I was happy it was over because I be so exhausted emotionally. Okay, with the people I like and don't like on this show. I'm so ready for Tyreek to die. I'm ready for Tyreek to die. I am. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. See you in the next one.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good, touch my